Hello again, you guys. We're gonna come bring it back to the Palo Santo tree. What up, what up? What up, what up? How's Mr. Palo Santo doing? Oh, we got all our cuttings in here. We're going around. We're gonna go around, right? As per usual, we must say hello to the beehive that's made their home inside the side of the house. My tidings to the queen. Okay, so this Palo Santo tree was planted roughly a year ago. It was last summer, late last summer. I would say September, so around September of last year. Here's its newest growth. This was just in the past probably 2 months. This branch and this branch all the way tip. And this branch and here. We got this branch coming back there. We have this branch coming out here. She also finally decided to put some branches coming out in the opposite direction in the past couple months. Altogether, I would say, I don't know, there's at least 20 feet of new growth in the past year. Not to mention, so if you look down here, this stick coming out of the ground is the cutting that I bought. It was just the top of this sticking off the ground. That's, I don't know, 5.5 inches or so. This branch is all new growth since it's just 1 year, you guys. I can't even get the whole tree in the frame. Let's see if I can. There's the pod. There's the tree. Many people don't realize that Palo Santo is actually a part of the copal, more specifically Bursera family. So your Mexican white copal, copal oro, golden copal, all the Aztec copal and the Mayan copal, it's all Bursera. Bursera Graveolens is Palo Santo, one of the rarest, the rarest copal tree variety, period, I believe, or at least it cost the most. That one stick I showed you cost me $175 plus shipping for a 6-inch cutting. The seeds are notoriously difficult to germinate, something like 7%, kind of like the sacred frankincense, which it's actually a cousin of. Frankincense, copal, and myrrh, like frankincense and myrrh and copal, all same family, all Burseraceae. Boswellius, frankincense, commiphora is myrrh, and Bursera is the copal. Copal grows in southwest, and not even, barely grows in the southwest U.S. Bursera Graveolens, Palo Santo, grows on the coast of, I want to say, is it Ecuador? Northwest South America, and it's in danger because the wood is highly valuable. This is a highly aromatic tree, though not resinous. I haven't come across Palo Santo resin. I'm not sure why. I don't think it produces a resin because I scored this tree to see if I could get resin, and all it did was create a very ugly, terrifyingly deep cavity that I regret doing almost immediately after I did it. But I wanted to see if it had resin, and it doesn't. But every part of the tree is fragrant. You crush the leaves, the branch, the roots when I transplanted it, super fragrant. However, when they get the oil, they actually take trees that have, supposedly they take trees that have already fallen and look for the right piece of old dead wood, and they distill the wood of the fallen dead trees. From my understanding, they don't actually distill resin or any of that for the Palo Santo tree. I didn't realize how fast these things grow. I'm actually surprised that Bursera is as difficult to find as it is, being that I grew 20 times the length of my one cutting in just a year. It's actually beyond me. No seeds yet. Haven't gotten any seeds yet, but I'm actually super excited to get the seeds. Why wouldn't I be? If you're growing Palo Santo, it will go dormant on you in the winter, late fall, early winter. Mine went dormant and was showing signs of iron deficiency, and I slammed it with iron supplements. Nothing happened. I tried this, I tried that, compost tea, nothing, and then come spring it just exploded. And I don't know why I didn't realize it. It was probably just dormant. Poor tree. I was probably freaking it the hell out. But all my copals, Bursera, actually all my Burseraceae did the same thing. I have some myrrh, I have some frankincense, and I have a few different varieties of copal, and everything went dormant. So don't worry if your plants go dormant during the fall and winter. Chill. Don't water them maybe once a month. It's not that big a deal. I have mine growing in a greenhouse with the windows open pretty much 24/7. They love, obviously, my friggin', look at this thing. Obviously, my plant loves it in here. However, I am worried that the trunk isn't actually turning into a trunk. I mean, if you look at coming out of the ground, it hasn't gotten much girth at all. The branch coming out of the side is actually bigger than the friggin' trunk, which worries me because this thing's gonna break in half. Not that that matters, I'll just take whatever breaks and stick it in the ground and it'll probably do the same thing, but it would be nice to get a nice healthy trunk out of this thing, and I don't know why it's not doing that. But whatever, she's growing fast, she's growing happy. At least I'll be able to take a bunch of cuttings from this thing, you know? On soil mixture for this bad girl. I would say it's about 80% inorganic material. There's pumice, there's wood chips, there's perlite, and sand. Forgot what grade sand it was, but just some gardener sand, and then some compost. And for the most part, I fertilize organically, except for those times where I thought it had a deficiency. Water the hell out of it. She enjoys water. She really enjoys water, especially because it's such a well-draining mixture. You know what I mean? The water does not retain at all in this thing, so she's chilling. And yeah, I'm not sure what else I can help you with if you're trying to grow your own Palo Santo. I'll probably, I guess I could take cuttings now. The only thing is that this grows so fast. But see how the branches are still fresh? It still has that really pretty red color, so it grows out. Let's see if I can give you a better example in the light. The tips are red. Damn, that lighting is awful still. So the tips are red. See how the tips are red? That's the new growth. And then after a while, the branches sort of churn. So you go back in time, go back in time. A little more calloused, turning a little more trunk-like and not so much fresh growth. I don't know if I should take the cuttings from somewhere that's calloused like this, or if I can take cuttings from something that's super fresh like this. It's softer, it's not really hardwood yet. I might have to, oh, check it out. There's seeds right here. Let me see if I can get a good, if you look closely, you'll see right there's a seed pod about to emerge, so we'll get some seeds from her in probably the next couple months. But all in all, keep your potting mix very well aerated. They are used to sort of somewhat subtropical dry. They like humidity. They like some of these things. Varieties live in the desert. Bursera Graveolens Palo Santo is obviously very resilient to whatever you're putting it in. It gets cold as hell here. It gets down to the 30s, low 30s in the winter, and she did just fine. Outside, I don't have heaters or anything like that going for it. I have plenty of wind coming through, so make sure you have nice wind going through your greenhouse if you're doing that. And fertilize at least twice a month if it's growing crazy like this. Don't overdo it. Actually, don't do twice a month. I'd rather fertilize 4 times a month, half the dose, because I'm more a fan of small doses often rather than a few huge doses, so the plant can use what it needs when it needs it, and not go from being hungry to just being slammed and then being empty again. It's just how I like to roll. But if you have any other questions about growing your own Palo Santo, hit me up. Take it easy. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, click that subscribe button, leave some comments, and welcome to the fam.